Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and guys, we have 4 things to talk about today. However, one of those things that I need to address is something that I said in my last video, because I essentially said that Perceptor, out of the 4 guys, Cliffjumper, Jazz, himself, and Blaster, he's the only original character to stick around with all the new guys. Yet, for some reason, apparently I forgot that there were 4 Dinobots that were very present throughout the film in addition to Perceptor. So, I don't know, how did I forget about the Dinobots? That's kind of a weird thing. But you know what? It's an oversight, and here I am correcting it now. So, that was bullet point number 1, correcting what I said in his video. Number 2, I have really been enjoying the Speedia 500 collection, which, as you can see, it's given us some really kind of cool figures. And even other guys from like the Wreckers set on Amazon. What I would kind of like to see, what if we had a show about some C-list characters? You know, we're getting the new Earthspark, right? And it's got the radio daytime playlist of Optimus, Wheeljack, Bumblebee, Megatron, you know, the regulars. Like even RID-15 had named characters, just new iterations of them, like Sideswipe and Grimlock and Drift, you know, and all that sort of stuff. But I would kind of like to see ones about dudes that have little to no fiction. For instance, if you wanted to make Clampdown the leader, that would work. You could have old Road Hauler over here be the big bulky bruiser a la Bulkhead. And then you could have the quick yellow appeal character being Leadfoot over here. But it's something new and fresh that we haven't seen before. Well, that was number 2. What could number 3 be? Well, we're going to go back to the Spider-Woman of the Beast Wars, and it's none other than Blackarachnia. Hasbro likes to get 2 to 3 uses out of a mold. The ones that we've seen so far are these 2 versions of the girl herself. Now, considering that Tarantulas himself is a brand new mold and does not share any pieces, that means, again, it's just these 2 right here. So I was thinking, something that we saw a little while back was actually a potential recolor of this girl, which was in line with whenever she received the power-up and took control of the Vox weapon, the Flying Island. And personally, if they released a version of that, I think I would be down with it, because nowadays I love different iterations. You can tell because the vast difference between these 2. So if we had a slightly tweaked deco of this version of Blackarachnia with the black and silver, I think that would be cool. However, if I were to offer a suggestion, I would be totally willing to forego that if we could get another version of her Transmetal 2 self. Which, I mean, come on, they did the Transmetal 2 Megatron, so that pretty much opens the door for them to do almost any character from any of the 3 seasons of Beast Wars, and I think that would be awesome if we got an updated figure of hers, because while this one's great and everything, it is not perfect either. Which brings us to point number 4, which everybody that has been paying attention lately has been talking about, none other than Deathsaurus. Now, to be fair, I did not back Unicron, and I did not back Starsaber, which, number 1, Unicron was way the heck too expensive for me personally, and number 2, I had a big bill that I had to pay right at the same time that Starsaber's funding was ending, and I was like, oh, because that one was really kind of cool. Now, on the converse side of that, I've seen some people say, well, why is Deathsaurus's funding going to end in December? For somebody like me, it's going to work out maybe a little bit well, and I might actually, this time, for the first time ever, be able to back something from HasLab. And is it too expensive? In my personal opinion, yes. Does it look fantastic? Absolutely. So, personally, I'm going to see if I can afford it. If not, well, you know what? That's alright. I don't have the counterpart Starsaber to display him with. However, would he be cool on his own? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It'd be kind of a fun sort of thing, because as I was talking about with the C-listers, when guys have little to no fiction, you can kind of run wild with it. Well, for me, do I look like I was the guy that watched the series that Deathsaurus was in? Heck no. But that does kind of allow me to crack the door and kind of see what I can learn about this guy. Or I could just watch Chris McFeely's episode on Deathsaurus. Anyway, guys, those were the 4 things that I wanted to cover today. I hope you guys actually enjoyed our little sort of discussion. That's what this channel is all about, is kind of getting your opinion and my opinion on certain things. And so until next time, guys.